everybody, I got a haircut, and I kinda don't like it. But we're not going to talk about that. We're actually going to talk about DCOM foods. Here's the thing. I had the idea for this like in a cold sweat, randomly waking up in the middle of the night, and I got like weirdly really into it. So today I thought it would be fun to recreate different foods that are seen throughout different DCOMs. I've picked 2 from the 3 different parts of the video that I'm going to be doing. So 2 from the Zook era, 2 from the Bounce/Ribbon era, and then 2 from the rest of it, because there's too many eras, you know, all mushed together throughout multiple years. So yes, that's what we're doing today, and I thought I would walk you through my sort of process before we cut to me actually making the recipes. So I actually found it a lot harder to pick like distinct DCOM foods that I realistically would want to eat and create, because I don't want to just create a bunch of food waste and make a bunch of food that like I'm not gonna want to eat. So first up on the list, we have the breakfast scene from Horse Sense. One thing that really stood out to me about this movie is specifically the breakfast, and that's probably because they eat their breakfast at 4 in the morning, because they live on the farm, and that's when you have to start doing farm work normally. It looks so good, and it is directly put in contrast with Michael's original sort of diet, which is like turkey bacon and green juices and stuff like that. Realistically, parts of this breakfast is like a very similar thing that my dad and I will eat for breakfast when we wake up early enough to make breakfast. So what it seems like is in this breakfast is pancakes, bacon, sausage links, and maybe hash browns. Some of the eggs seem to be flipped and are maybe over easy eggs, but I'm gonna make sunny side up eggs because they look the prettiest. I just realized there's like a big hole right there. Should really put something there. It's kind of a very big breakfast, but I understand that they like are hard laborers, so it makes sense that they would want to eat a lot of food in the morning to really fuel themselves up. But I'm gonna try and stay as true to the scene as possible, which is gonna be a lot of effort for me. Good morning, everybody. Here, let me show the camera the time, because that's the whole reason why we're doing this stupid thing. There you go. Is it focusing?
Good job. That? Oops, it went out.
You see that?
I do.
It's it's 4 in the morning.
It's 4:26.
It's 4:26 in the morning, and we're making breakfast. Because in the movie Horse Sense, I changed my lock screen. You know, this is the Lawrence brothers. These are the people who star in the movie. I downloaded an image and everything just for the bit. The actual first place we're starting is coffee, because he does drink coffee in the scene, so we're gonna go do that. Have you seen the movie Horse Sense? I'm asking you and the audience. Let me know in the comments below.
I don't remember if it was a long time ago if I did.
I definitely started watching them like an embarrassingly long time ago. Do you want coffee? I know you don't drink coffee, but...
Yes, I will have a cup of coffee with you.
Put a little bit of salt. Okay? This is my secret. Put a little bit of salt, okay? Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't let them know.
It's because of the modern kitchen.
Yes. You have to be real careful when you pour here, because the electrical cord is just right there. Okay? That can brew. Oh, I gotta pick our mugs out.
Pick your mug.
I want to show off my...
Pick your mug. Any mug.
Collection. Which one do you... Well, we have to pick Disney ones, right? Once I got to Disneyland. So, we got this one. Here, close to this. Nice rack focus on that.
That'll work.
I'm not a morning person. Get it? Yeah, good one. Radiator Springs.
Very good.
Isn't that pretty cool?
I like it.
Yeah, okay. Did you get him? This boy over here.
Say good morning.
Hey, good morning, B-Man. We're starting with pancakes, because the batter can sit there while we start everything else. Okay, so we need 2 cups of flour. I'm not a real chef, by the way. Can I just clarify that? Like, I don't, you know, I'm probably gonna mess up a lot.
No, you'll be fine.
Now I need the baking powder and baking soda. Should we show them? Should we show them the salt shaker?
Got the vintage Tupperware.
The vintage Tupperware pepper. It's the pepper shaker, but we have salt in it.
Yes.
So there we go.
Good job.
Y'all are probably super jealous of our. I'm actually like slowly growing a Tupperware collection, purely just because my grandparents keep just having
it.
and giving it to me. Like my grandma, she gave me a steamer, a vegetable steamer, microwave vegetable steamer that's Tupperware, and I'm like, they must have been high quality if they've stuck around. They're still around.
20 or more than 20 years.
Yeah, well, what, from like the 70s or something? They stopped, when did Tupperware stop existing?
No, they started in the 70s, I think.
Okay. They definitely look 70s. Like, it doesn't look... Then it could be 80s because all the brown. That was something I learned, is that the 80s was very brown. How are we already out of eggs? We should have bought an 18-pack. Because I'm using 2 eggs. And then I got to fry an egg too. That's what I forgot to say in the beginning. We're having sunny side up eggs as well. So I guess we're only getting 1 egg each. Because I got to put 2 in here.
That's the way it goes with it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh well. Should have bought an 18-pack now that I think about it. I didn't think I was going to be devouring the eggs in the few days between us grocery shopping and doing this now.
That's true.
Plus, we had to put another mortgage on the house just to get those eggs. So I'm trying to be topical.
Nowadays.
My horrible topical humor. Some say that it's gonna kill you eventually. Canola oil.
Why would that be? I don't know.
I don't know. There's something.
Thought it was good.
Me too. Should today be the day I try my one hand egg crack?
Okay.
Was that good?
You did it.
Was that good? Can you get a close-up on there? Any shell?
No shells.
No shell? That's amazing. I'm working on that. Something I'm working on. Okay, let's see another one. Wow, look at that.
There you go. Good job.
Awesome, thank you. And I'm not going to pour it all in at once. I'm going to slowly pour it in. Yeah, my favorite thing about hyperanalyzing all of these scenes is that if they do have liquid in a cup, they don't touch the cup. It just sits there on the table. And if they are holding a cup, there's no liquid in it. And in the food, they don't actually eat it. They don't actually eat the food. They just like poke around at it.
That's right.
And then they all get up and leave. We don't have creamer. I usually don't drink coffee with milk in it. Remember you had said at the store, you need heavy cream? And I said no?
We did.
Could have gotten some heavy cream. That's okay. We have whole milk. Whole milk is still pretty good. We're gonna see how this works. Things are gonna get a bit cramped here. Okay, you ready? Ready to capture this flip? Was not ready for flip. It's too light in color.
Close. Just...
He always has to do this. He has to sit right where I'm supposed to be. My sweet dude. You getting this?
He's right there.
You getting this, cameraman?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, sit down, lay down. Yeah, you're all comfortable.
What's my name? Not Benny, it's the other guy. On iCarly.
Freddie. You're Freddie Benson?
Freddie B.
Freddie B. Benson, yes, that's his name.
Forget Carly B, I'm Freddie B.
This is an absolute monument to DCOMs, this stack of pancakes.
Story house, colonial, right?
2-story house, colonial,
We
cow
were
farm.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crack it down. There's the dad, and the dad was rough like him. Boys, time to get up. Yes, sir. Scared, you know.
Yeah.
Get up, throw on your clothes. Go to the bathroom real quick, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then you go downstairs and
Yep, the whole
it
spread.
had everything. It had bacon, eggs,
Yeah.
pancakes, orange juice, milk.
So what you're
And it was
saying?
like,
So what you're saying is the scene in Horse Sense is very accurate to an
very
actual
accurate.
farm
Very
life.
accurate. Absolutely, 100%. I lived it myself. That's one memory I cherish.
Yes.
That was something else. And
Uh-huh.
it was early.
It was like
Early,
this.
6 a.m.
Sun's rising now. Here, let me
6
show you.
a.m. And we were eating.
Look at that. So I want you to give me your score, your rating.
1 to 5.
Yes, 1 to 5.
I guess it would have to be a 4 or stuff.
Okay. Did I do
Almost
okay?
Give you a 3,
What? What would a 3 have been for?
but 3 plus.
3 plus. Next up, we have the hot dog dinner from Stepsister from Planet Weird. I felt like I was kind of scraping at the bottom of the barrel to try and find good Zoog era foods to come up with. Because when I think of like early DCOM foods, I don't really think about a lot of Zoog movies. But it's very possible that like that whole era of the Disney Channel original movies are just like complete blanks in my mind because it's been so long since I watched them. I immediately wanted to make some sort of food from Xenon, but I couldn't think or find any like good foods that they eat throughout the movies. At least anything like special to the era. At least anything like specifically like futuristic sounding from as far as I remember. So to kind of like speak to the alien weirdness that was going on in a lot of the Zoog era movies, I've picked Stepsister from Planet Weird. I specifically also picked this one because I thought it was going to be a really gross food. I was confusing 2 different scenes from the movie because famously that movie like really jumps around in timeline and like it really tells you the story in a more convoluted, I don't want to say avant-garde, but just like weird way. So there's the famous opening dinner scene where Megan and her family meets Cosmo and Ariel for the first time. And it's the dinner scene where they announce the fact that they're engaged to their children. And you know, the beginning of the movie, we like follow a day in Megan's life essentially. But during that dinner scene, as soon as we're like physically introduced to Ariel, we cut back and in a slightly shorter montage, we get like the whole first part of the movie, but from her perspective. And in that moment, we see that Cosmo is eating a bowl of cereal where he's using some sort of cola or maybe root beer as the liquid instead of milk. It's clearly like Captain Crunch or something, and he's just eating it. And for some reason, I crossed that meal that he eats with the meal that they actually all share together. Like, for some reason, I thought that he was pouring Coca-Cola and putting cereal on this hot dog. But that doesn't happen. But just, like, the scenes have, like, nothing to do with each other and are weeks apart in the actual, like, narrative of the story. But they're smushed right next to each other in the film for some odd reason. So that was causing my, like, misremembering to happen. The actual hot dog dinner scene is a little bit more normal. For dinner, we see them eating hot dogs on hot dog buns, and there's ketchup and mustard on the table to be used, but none of them are using it. It's possible that Megan and her mom are using it, but anyways. For sides, they have like baked beans and I think is supposed to be coleslaw, but it just seems to be like the raw slaw with no like dressing on it, which is kind of weird. Along with potato chips, and Cosmo just kind of loads all of these things onto the hot dog and then just starts going to town with it. And that actually doesn't sound that bad. A hot dog with baked beans, coleslaw, and potato chips on it, I can deal with that. I also controversially don't really like baked beans that much. I'm sorry. I have a slightly more mature palate nowadays, and I'm fine with baked beans. I just don't go out of my way to eat them. Welcome to later today. I took a very long nap. One might not even call it a nap. And just going back to sleep. I took a shower. You can tell because I'm wearing a new shirt. In the meal where the mother's kids meet her boyfriend and now fiance for the first time, this is the meal they eat, and it doesn't go over pretty well. One thing I realized is that the potato chips
I should have saved some potato chips. I forgot there were potato chips in this, but we can just use corn chips. It's like, whatever, you know. I lit this candle because I opened up the bag of cabbage and it was interesting smelling. It was still good and, you know, like not spoiled or anything, but yeah, still. So that's gonna be some nice ambient lighting on the side here. Boiling hot dogs and hot dog water. These are all heated up and I put the heat on low. Delicious. One thing I also just noticed now when I went to go rewatch the scene is that they have corn. Corn is also something they have. And I completely forgot about it, so we're gonna quickly heat up some corn. Oh wait, this is creamed corn. Do I not read the labels? This says cream corn. It's not right. It's not right. Okay, emergency backup. I have some corn on the cob that I can just slice off and microwave. That's usually what I do when I'm cooking anyways. I'm just microwaving the corn, but yeah, we're just gonna do this as a backup. Let me blow this out. Okay. So, do you want the Cosmo Special? That's the name of the guy. Or do you want it how it was probably made to be, you know, assembled?
The way it's supposed to be?
Yeah, okay, that's probably for the best. Oh, I hate these buns. Can I just complain on camera, please?
I guess.
I hate these buns.
They cut it wrong.
They cut it wrong. Look at that.
It's all thick on one side. I hate that.
And then it tears. Ugh. So I have some just plain raw cabbage mix because that's what they use their hands and it's not messy, so it's clearly just like loose cabbage, like coleslaw mix. And I'm like, is that a thing that people eat? Just like, no, okay.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, well, I made with the rest of it.
Probably is.
I made some actual coleslaw, so
Okay.
so that's what you're gonna have.
Okay.
It's actual coleslaw. Boop. Here we go. What a beauty. Now it's time to make my monstrosity, okay? We have baked beans. And they go on the hot dog. Then we have the corn. Okay? And then we have the raw coleslaw mix. Just dry cabbage and shredded carrots. Shredded cabbage and carrots. And then, to top it all off, some potato chips, which we don't have, so we're using corn chips, but it'll still give off the proper energy. So there we go. There's the Cosmo Special. Okay. Oh God. I'm actually picking it up. I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay. I love human food. I think I mostly got bread. It just tastes like bread. I'm gonna go in for seconds. I will say, there's a lot of texture. There's crunchy bits, there's soft bits, you know. It's very sweet. The baked beans is the most dominant flavor. It's like sugary. I don't really taste hot dog. I mainly just taste hot dog bun, baked beans, and then crunchy tortilla chips. So what I recommend you make this, maybe the first way, yeah. This way,
Not so much.
give or take.
Next, for dinner, we have the fundraiser scene from Gotta Kick It Up. I forgot to mention this in the review, I think. But yeah, they have to fundraise money for their final competition. And so they do car washing, they sell drinks, and they sell food, along with like pinatas, I think, too. Jury's still out on whether I'm going to actually buy a pinata for this section of the video or not. I thought this block party food looked so damn good, and I was very interested and excited about it until I went back to get footage for it, and I realized that, like, they barely show any food in this scene. I feel like I really romanticized the idea of them selling, like, all of this street food to raise money for their dance competition, when it really all we see is, like, a little bit of, like, grilled chicken be placed on a plate. I mean, that chicken still looks damn good, so I'm gonna recreate it, but, you know. As for the chicken and gotta kick it up, it seems like it's a very, like, dark marinated chicken that's been grilled, so I'm gonna go for, like, a street food Mexican grilled chicken kind of thing. Usually this type of chicken has, like, cinnamon and cloves in it, along with chili and all that stuff, and I think that's gonna be really good. I've always wanted to try this sort of street food. Since there's only this one food that I'm technically gonna be recreating in this scene, I decided to add a bonus segment, and I'm going to be attempting to make the purple barbecue sauce from Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. I feel like this is such an iconic food moment in DCOM history. I mean, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off is such a famous, like, food movie, so obviously I had to include something from then. And I probably could have tried to recreate one of the dishes from Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, but I really just want the purple sauce. And the purple sauce doesn't show up in an actual dish, so we're making the purple sauce. And then as for the purple sauce, this one is a little bit more complicated. I really had to try and figure out how I was going to fashion a purple sauce that tasted like barbecue sauce. I did some research online and I saw that somebody did create a recipe for the purple sauce, and it looks like a pretty good recipe, although I'm just gonna do a little bit of tweaks and take some information from different recipes to make my own recipe. Apparently, huckleberry barbecue sauce and blueberry barbecue sauce do exist. When I looked up purple barbecue sauce, I didn't even look up Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, I just looked up purple barbecue sauce and these things came up. So I am going to attempt to include blueberries in a barbecue sauce recipe, just because, well, if that's a type of barbecue sauce that already exists out there that's going to have a purplish hue, I might as well try it. I'm also going to attempt to try and buy some ube extract online, because I've seen that is like a very potent purple color without having to use like a natural food dyes and all that stuff. And then I'm probably going to make some other sides to make it a full meal, but like they're not going to technically be included in the actual review or whatever. Oh, and also one more other thing, now that I'm sitting here recording this, I was thinking I would love to share these recipes with you guys to enjoy and appreciate. And then I was thinking, hey, don't all these people on the internet, aren't they all making like Substack accounts these days? Should I create a Substack to put all my DCOM food recipes on? And then I went, no, I already have a Tumblr. I'll just create a Tumblr side blog. Aren't those the same thing? So yes, I made a Tumblr DCOM foods blog. I hope you all go and check it out if you want these recipes. And if people really are excited about this, maybe I'll do more DCOM recipes. I've been trying to utilize the whole YouTube Shorts thing, because apparently that's what we're all doing these days, is making YouTube Shorts. So maybe that'll be a good little area where I can make DCOM foods and then, you know, put the recipes online for y'all to check out. And who knows, maybe I'll do more with it in the future. So yeah, check out the DCOM Foods Tumblr page.
Hello. Hi. Today we're going to be breaking down this whole chicken. This is the dullest knife I've ever used in my whole life. It didn't even cut through the skin. Okay, that's much better. That was horrible. Really wish I would have worn gloves, because I had to wash my hands like 5 times. There we go. There's our chicken. I'm gonna use the Rick Bayless roadside chicken with knob onions recipe. We're not gonna be using knob onions though, because I didn't want to bother buying some. So this is for a whole chicken, but I just broke down the whole chicken because we're gonna grill it in parts. It says 1.5 tablespoons of ancho chili powder. I'm gonna be using chili powder from Hatch, the best chili of all time in the whole world. Okay, what's next? Teaspoon of dried Mexican oregano. Two garlic cloves. It says 2 garlic cloves. We're using garlic. Hope no one minds. 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. I don't have Mexican cinnamon, sadly, but hopefully this will do. There we go. It's probably going to add a nice warmth to it. Big pinch of cloves. I got a shaker here of cloves. I'm just gonna do a little shake. Cloves are very strong, so yeah, let's be light on that. 3 tablespoons of vinegar. 1, 2, 3. 1/4 cup of orange juice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some salt from our Tupperware pepper shaker. There we go. We're gonna put this in the fridge for probably like 3 hours. Hopefully 4. I don't know. We'll see. If you see here, we want to get to maybe like 350, which is
At least.
it's reaching pretty fast. So let's go get the meat.
And the ceiling fan in the living room. The one by the kitchen, you know, that ceiling fan by the kitchen. It broke. One of the blades broke and flew off and hit the damn. It broke one, crashed, and the other 2 broke and fell.
I was in there, yes.
She was right under it.
These are boneless, so they're gonna go in half. Okay, here's what I've been doing. Let's see if I can do this one-handed because my father's distracted. So I basted them. Now I'm gonna flip, and we're gonna put them on the actual heat now, or at least closer to it, okay? Because now it's time to get some color. Okay, we've flipped. We're closer, getting closer to the actual heat. We're less indirect now. We're more direct, I guess you could say. Now I'm getting the juice from the bag, and I'm basting the meat with it, just to keep it nice and juicy. So I already did this on the other side, which is why I flipped it, and then we're gonna close this. Just give it a few minutes, because we want some char, but we don't want like extreme burn, you know? Welcome back. It's been a few hours, but for me, I've always been here, baby. So for the snack today, I thought it would be criminal to not do and recreate some foods from Kim Possible. I would argue that Kim Possible is one of the most popular and famous animated TV shows from the Bounce era. And since Kim Possible does have a DCOM, it will count to include it in this video. When I first thought of this idea, I went around asking some people that I knew about, like, what were your first thing that comes to mind when I say the word DCOM foods? Like, what are some of the first foods you remember from Disney Channel original movies? And the first response I got was Bueno Nacho. So yeah, we have to create something from Bueno Nacho. So I'm specifically going to do the final order that Ron makes in the movie. Specifically, the nacos I'm a bit concerned about because in that scene, they just seem to be like paper trays filled with tortilla chips. So famously, the naco is a taco with all the taco accoutrements as well as nachos inside of it in a big ol' thing. This is obviously going to be kind of hard to replicate, especially like visually how they show it in the show, but in the movie it's not shown the same way, so I don't really know where to go with from here. I might just make some nachos and make some tacos and then just kind of, you know? So I don't know, we'll see how things go with this one. We'll see what I decide to do once I actually create the food. Oh no, I started recording. Okay, so it is currently, oh god damn it, it's currently 2:36 in the morning, and I am starving. I've been editing, and I'm going to continue editing after I finish filming this. Well, first we're going to make some Jamaica agua fresca, because I was supposed to make that like earlier, and I forgot, so. But we are also, more importantly, making the naco. The naco, if you're unaware, is from Kim Possible, and since Kim Possible technically has 2 movies as far as I'm aware, but I think only one of them is considered DCOM. I don't know. Ask later me to do research. So I need 10 cups of water and 1 cup of sugar. You know what? That's all I want to do. That seems like that's full enough. Oh shit. Can't even fucking see it. That's 8 cups of water. I'm gonna do 3/4 cup of water since I'm removing 2 cups. We're gonna do a 1/2 pound of ground beef. This shit is the cheapest kind they sell, so we're gonna have to drain some fat. I got my seasonings just off screen here. Look at that. Okay, this ground beef, it's looking like it's cooked. I'm scared. I've never done this before. Oh god, this feels like a bad idea. We're gonna add a little bit of water to make it nice and juicy, like we see in the movie. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. Y'all think this is enough for 8 cups of water? I'm using a paper plate, you would too, whatever. Okay, we're just gonna nuke this for like 30 seconds. The tea is done, by the way. Oh, and so are my nachos. So I just took it off the heat and I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool. Okay, we have our heated up tortilla. Let's just do half of this maybe. This is crazy. Okay, there. I don't think this is in the show, but this is what I want right now, so. There we go. Come on. Okay, there's too many nachos. We gotta take some out. Okay, there. The naco. Let me give this a bite. I mean, it's pretty damn good. My stomach just made a weird noise. To make it feel more like a taco, put the rest of the meat in here. Some guac might be good, but I don't have any. Yeah, more ground beef helped. You know what? This isn't that bad. But that might be because it's 3 in the morning. If I had made this for lunch, like I originally planned, I probably would have not liked it as much. Logistically, it'd make more sense if I just made myself a beef burrito with chips in it. Also, was this before Taco Bell invented the crunch wrap? Because this is giving major crunch wrap vibes. Anyways, okay, bye. Okay, we're in the home stretch, y'all. Hope you've been enjoying the video so far. For dessert, we, of course, have to make the love potion cookies from Descendants. I specifically have my own personal chocolate chip cookie recipe, so I will be sharing that. Although famously, these cookies have walnuts in them, along with chocolate chips. So it seems like in the scene where we see the cookies being made, that the island kids didn't know what chocolate chips were, which makes sense. Chocolate seems like a expensive export that would have to be sent to the island that the Aradon Kingdom probably wouldn't be doing. But we do see a bowl of walnuts on the table as they're creating the cookies. So we at least know for sure that like they were going to put walnuts in the cookies. So originally they were just going to be like walnut cookies, I think. But then Mulan's daughter, I forget the character's name, I'm so sorry y'all. Mulan's daughter comes in and supplies the chocolate chips as well as the tear of human sadness, which I'm going to see if I can try and include in the baked recipe. Maybe if I feel up to it, I'll do the other baked good that we see at the very end. That's like the love potion reversal cure. But yes, these cookies play a central part, integral part, one might even say,
in the actual movie, so that's why I wanted to make them. So there we go. Okay, yeah. Here's me making them. Thanks for y'all being interested in the intermissions. Unless you weren't and you skipped them, then whatever.
The math is not mathing, y'all. It's not happening in my brain for whatever reason today. So 2 sticks is a cup, and I need 1.5 cup. So this whole stick cold goes in this pan. Okay. My God, my brain refuses. Okay, this is cooled. I hope it doesn't crack the glass. The glass isn't too cold, So I didn't talk as much during this recording session because I was watching Game Grumps compilations, as you can see in the top left corner. Pretty common occurrence when I'm baking, to be honest. I thought I had recorded footage of me browning 2 sticks of butter over the stove, but I can't find the footage anywhere, so that's what I did, and now I'm adding 1 stick of cold butter to the browned butter mixture. This is a method that I got from Bon Appetit's recipe on chocolate chip cookies. I mean, it's such a basic that, like, you basically just cobble together things you like from various cookie recipes to make your own. It's not super original or anything. I need 12 ounces of stuff in total, and I don't want half of it to be nuts. I want like 3/4 of it to be nuts. Let's just round it up to 16 ounces. I love a good amount of chunks in my cookies, so that's 2 cups. I should do a 1/4 cup of nuts? Question mark? Actually, I should do a 1/2 cup. A 1/2 cup. Yeah. Just do a little more, because why not, you know? These chocolate bags are poorly sealed, and as soon as I grabbed them out of the cabinet, like half of them spilt onto the floor. And like a sleeper agent, my dog was activated and was like, time for me to go eat those. And I was like, no, stop. So that's a 1/2 cup. So now we need 1.5 cup to make 2 cups. So let's do the rest of these dark chocolate. Okay, that's right around a 1/2 cup of dark chocolate. Now, 2 more. So I ended up doing 2 cups of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. It looks absolutely insane on camera. That is so much damn sugar, but it makes a lot of cookies, so don't worry. You can always do more white sugar if you want. The brown sugar just really complements the nutty flavor of the walnuts and the browned butter a lot, so that's why I used that much. And then I ended up doing 4 eggs. Normally you would do like egg yolks to kind of bring more proteins or whatever. I don't know. I usually stop paying attention when they get into the sciencey part of baking. 4 eggs is plenty. And also you can always half this recipe. Things are pretty easily halved for this thing. Oh, and I had to finish off this ancient bottle of vanilla extract, so I just dumped the whole thing in. And then I did a total of 3 cups of flour, and I added a little bit more at the end just because it still was a bit too wet. I live in a very dry climate, so that kind of changes the way baking things do. You know what I just realized right now? I have a KitchenAid. Oh, I know I have the KitchenAid, but I didn't even think about using it until just now, and I was like, oh boy, time to mix the flour in. Oh my God. Oh, my hand hurts so much. I'm gonna use a little bit more flour. See, when I touch it, it doesn't stick, but it's still wet. That's the texture I like. And then I baked dinner, and I baked the cookies while I was making dinner, so I didn't film myself making the cookies at all, but I used 2 tablespoons worth of dough. I baked them for around 12 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, thank you for watching. Okay, on to the rest of the video.